Welcome back to the Business Enhancement Series presented by Efficiency United and Semco Energy Gas Company. Next, we're going to talk about controls. From security to lighting to water heating to thermal, technologies that were once available only in commercial buildings are now available for the homeowner. And even further, controls are moving towards apps for remote access from computers and smartphones. When you look at the residential energy usage, in natural gas, for instance, space heating represents 70% of the total costs, water heating 20%, and others 9%. Of all home appliances, the space and water heating account for the majority of gas use. Therefore, it's best to focus on these areas. When you look at electricity, on the other hand, it's much more fragmented. So some of these are related to HVAC issues, but still others are in completely different areas, some where you can affect and some that you can't. In Michigan versus the rest of the United States, there are so many more potentials for heating system upgrades. There are 2.7 million heating systems that are over 10 years old in Michigan alone. Homeowners educated on the savings potential can certainly be persuaded to upgrade. One other area of concern or potential with Michigan homeowners, 60% don't perform routine maintenance on their HVAC systems, which means they're less efficient and potentially have a shorter lifespan. 60% don't have programmable thermostats. 50% don't use the scheduling feature of their programmable thermostat during the unoccupied hours. And 40% don't use the scheduling feature of their programmable thermostat during the sleeping hours. So not taking advantage of the controls and the energy savings potential there is certainly an area of expertise that you can provide to your customers. With home environmental controls, you can have the thermal control, which can be schedule-based, occupancy-based, utilize optimal start times. It can work with forced air systems, heat pump systems, and radiance systems. From a life and safety point of view, it can include smoke detectors, carbon monoxide monitoring, security monitoring. Most are Wi-Fi connected and can even learn the occupant use patterns and provide suggestions or make changes based on what it sees. With a schedule-based thermal control, you identify areas where you don't want the system to waste energy when the home is unoccupied or when occupants are sleeping. It's the scheduling feature of the smart thermostat that really captures the savings. Identifying those optimal start and stop times is where a smart thermostat could potentially do it for you, but the optimal start and stop time ensures that the home is at or not below or above the set point at any desired time. This graph shows a standard 8 to 5 employee how they might program their thermostat. Others with different schedules, different family members in the home at different times might see their scheduling differently. Another area where controls can make a big difference is through water heating technology. Opportunities exist with controls, the heating process, and water delivery. In Michigan, the age of water heaters is similar to the age of HVAC systems. 1.7 million water heaters that are over 10 years old in Michigan. And Michigan homeowners seem to use their water heaters for longer than those in other parts of the United States. Homeowners educated in the savings potential can still be persuaded to upgrade. Conveying all the advancements in water heating technology is important for the homeowner to understand why they should get a new one. Their water's hot, right? On this chart, you can see the changes since 1990 in the efficiency. Energy factor, or these numbers you see, is a measure of water heater overall efficiency, the ratio of usable output to the total amount of energy delivered to the water heater. We saw an increase in 2015 to these numbers here. A couple of notes on the chart. Energy Star doesn't certify electric tankless water heaters due to limited energy savings potential. All water heaters sold in the United States must have an energy factor of 0.904 or greater, according to the new federal minimum standards. The tankless electric water heater could not exceed an energy factor of 1 due to this technology's physical limitations, according to Energy Star. Similar to a heating and cooling programmable control, you can set your water heater on a timer And it actually can save 3 to 5% for every 10-degree reduction in the set point for 8 hours. So 8 hours of unoccupied home, reduce the set point by 10 degrees, and offer significant savings to the customer over a long period of time. From a control standpoint, you have microprocessor-based predictive controls, and they, much like some of the thermostats, actually learn usage patterns. They anticipate demand, they modulate their set point, they have multiple operating modes. Of course, the electronic thermostat, similar to what we saw on the previous slide, smart grid ready, remote access, integral diagnostics, touchscreen user interfaces, and this can save you as much as 20% on your water heating costs. This is an opportunity to demonstrate professional knowledge and enhance that customer relationship by showing the advanced savings of a more integrated control mechanism. Even more efficient comes water heating technology with a heat pump with an energy factor of over 2, as well as solar of 1.2, outperforming their gas and electric brothers and sisters, showing the value of the heat pump, which works the same as an HVAC heat pump, transferring that temperature through the use of an evaporator and a compressor, and in turn heating the water by using the cold temperature. And heat pump water heaters utilize proven heat pump technology and reduce energy consumption by as much as 65%. As an added bonus, they can provide summer dehumidification. They do require slightly more space and an ambient temperature of between 40 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a fairly wide range. These can be retrofitted to existing storage units as well. If this isn't yet part of something you're offering, this is a great opportunity to find another trade ally who can be part of your referral network. Solar water heaters can reduce energy consumption by as much as 90%. Now, these aren't that common, and if it's not part of your offering but your customers want it, again, you can find a partner company or expand your current offerings. In the mid-'70s, President Ford's Energy Resources Council expected solar would become a significant source by the mid-'80s due to the high cost of energy. Well, this didn't happen because of the high implementation costs. But as opportunities with solar continue to be advanced, this could become a bigger player in your day-to-day business in the future. And as the innovation happens, it integrates with the mature technologies. Some different types of storage for solar: the integrated collector storage model, the evacuated tube collector, or a flat plate model. For circulation, you can have direct circulation, indirect, passive, or active. This saves money, but not necessarily energy, because energy is still being used because they require energy from the sun. At this point, there's no Efficiency United rebates on this, but there are tax incentives available at both the federal and, in some cases, state levels. On-demand hot water is another advancement which supplies a continuous flow of hot water. Natural gas models available in both condensing and non-condensing technologies, and there are electric model. So depending on the usage, savings potential can be pretty significant. Under 40 gallons a day, saving somewhere in the 24 to 34%. More usage, the savings is a little bit less, between 8 and 14%. And fully distributed, 27 to 50%. This saves you money because there's no stored water to maintain at that thermal set point. And it also improves comfort because the hot water is unlimited. We all know what it feels like for a shower to run out after 4 people have used it in one morning. More and more homes are becoming smarter. And with integrated home controls, you can control multiple systems from a single. Most are smart grid ready, Wi-Fi, remote access enabled, and can include appliances like refrigerators, where you can adjust the internal environmental humidity control, defrost cycle control, a jar door sensor, so you can be warned if your refrigerator door is open. It can even give you a door within a door so you don't have to open the refrigerator to look inside. Washers and dryers can adjust water consumption based on the size load. The dryers can have humidity sensors in order to eliminate the length of time the dryer is operating. From TV and electronics, they're offering auto backlight control and OLED lighting in order to make those more efficient. In the next section, we're going to go over some renewable technologies. That's right, solar, wind, biomass. That's right, solar, wind, biomass, micro hydroelectric, as the Business Enhancement Series presented by Efficiency United and Semco Energy Gas Company continues. Click the next section entitled Renewable Technologies.